Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do chicken pot pie. One of my favorite meals. It's always so good, creamy, flaky pie crust. That's what we're doing, and it's going to be great. I just want to give a shout out to all the subscribers out there. We're up to 90, which is great for us. Our goal was to hit 100 by Christmas. So if you haven't already, like what you see, give us that thumbs up, subscribe, share us. To celebrate, as always, let's have a drink. And today we are doing a pomegranate bourbon sour. You guys know I love my bourbon. So we're going to start off with 3 ounces of a good bourbon. Into a shaker of ice. Next, we're going to add 1.5 ounces of pomegranate juice. Next, we're going to add 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. And of course, we got to have some simple syrup. We're going to do 1/2 ounce, which is basically 1 good glug. Into that, let's put the lid on and let's give it a little shaky shake. Into a glass of ice, it will go. That is a beautiful thing. We're going to garnish it with pomegranate seeds. And a twist of lemon. As always, cheers. Oh, the tartness of the pomegranate. You get that bourbon kick. This is delicious. So, let's start that pot pie. All right, first thing we got to do is we got to get this oven warming up. 425. Next, we'll turn our heat on to a nice low heat, and to start with, we're adding 1 full stick of butter. We're going to let that melt down, and then we'll start adding our veggies. All right, the butter is all melted, so we're going to add our carrots and celery to start, to get those softening up before we add our onion and garlic. Those all stirred in that butter. I used a jumbo pot, guys, because I got nothing in between. Bigger is better. That's what I've always heard. We'll saute these until they're soft. Close to soft, I guess. There we go. So our carrots and celery have been going for a little bit. Now we're going to dump in our onion and garlic. Give that a mixy mix, and then get these all nice sauteed up. Man, I love that smell. Next, we're going to add our flour. We're going to get that roux going on with all that yummy butter in here. All right. Next, to help to glaze this out, we're going to add a splash of vermouth. Now you can use white wine, whatever, but since we got this on hand, we'll give it a splash. And to glaze that pan. And the alcohol will cook out, so don't worry about that. Next, we're going to add 2.5 cups of chicken broth. We'll mix that up. So that's looking all incorporated. We'll go ahead and add a cup of milk. Now we're going to add our seasoning, salt and pepper, some thyme, and celery seed. Give that a mix. This is smelling so good. You guys could smell this, you'd be like, wow. Next to this, we're going to dump in our chicken. Get that all incorporated into this yummy goodness. This is a rotisserie smoked chicken. And guys, just remember, Thanksgiving's around the corner. If you need an idea with your leftovers, make pot pie with your turkey. It's just as good. Oh yeah, that's thickening up nicely. Next, it's time to pea in the pot. Now you can add any type of vegetables you want. A lot of people use that mixed vegetable bag. I try to keep it simple with just peas, carrots, celery, and onion, and a little bit of garlic. We'll let this continue to thicken up, and then we'll start prepping our pie crust. Let's talk pie crust. You can make your own, or like me, just pick it up from the store, from the frozen area. That's what we're going to do. We're going to sprinkle down a little flour. We're just going to roll this out just a little bit more. That way we know it's going to fit into our pie pan we got. Oh, hey there. We got our dough in the pan. We par baked it. Now we're letting our filling cool. So we got some puff pastry that we're going to use as a top. We're going to roll it out, stretch it out a little bit, and then get ready to put the cap on. So this is about the right size already. We're just going to give it a little roll. Nothing too crazy. We don't want to overwork this. And just like that, we'll be ready to top that pie. I don't know about you guys, but I love filling a pie. It's so satisfying. Fill this all the way up. The filling's not too runny, not too dry. It should just be about right. I know it smells freaking delicious. I think that'll do it. We got more for another pie, but this stuff freezes quite nicely. All right, it's time to put a blanket on this pie. I ain't a fancy pie guy, so there ain't going to be anything too pretty about this. Some people pinch the corners, make it look all fancy and stuff. I'm just a dude that likes to cook. I'm not a baker, but I'll try my best. So, it's not looking too bad. We'll give it the old classic fork print on the side. Now that is a thing of beauty. Next, we're going to take a little heavy cream, put it into a little saucer, and we're going to brush the top with heavy cream instead of butter or eggs. And it'll make it nice and golden brown. Next, we're going to make a couple little slits to help it vent. And now we're going to get ready to put it in the oven. All right, into our hot oven it'll go for about 20-25 minutes or so. We'll keep an eye on it though. We don't want those edges to burn. If they start to get a little too brown, we'll just put a little foil around them, give them a little protection. And like that, This pot pie is ready to be pulled. We ended up putting a little foil around the edges because it was starting to brown a little too quick. We didn't want that crust to burn. Flip that off. Golden brown and delicious. Can't wait to have some of this. We're going to let it cool for just a few minutes or so, and then we'll try it. This pie has sat, it's cooled a little bit. We're going to cut it. Hopefully I don't make too big of a mess trying to get it out of there. See what we can do. Alright, that's cutting pretty nice. The fun part's always pulling it out. Alright guys, let's see if I can do this. I don't know about you all, but my mouth is watering. It's time for my favorite part of this whole thing. Let's take a bite. That is delicious. I love a good pot pie. The flavorfulness, the smoked chicken adds just a little bit of smokiness to it. The veggies, it's all good. Guys, nothing's better on a cold night than a warm pot pie. Once again, I want to thank you all. If you haven't already, like us, subscribe, share us with your friends, and as always, we will see you in the next one. Cheers.